News, my lovely, wonderful people. We are hearing now that MC Oluomo's bad association with Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has distorted his opportunity to be able to distribute INEC materials. And Osutokun said MC Oluomo, is having a bad time. You know what it will mean for him to distribute INEC materials? If his company is being used, you know how much that thing be, you know how much na federal government contract. So anyway, we brought you up to speed that our very own Labour Party has taken Tinubu's son, MC Oluomo, God's son, by the way, to court. That it's when they say you they compromise, something, yeah, conflict of interest. Say MC Oluomo even campaign for Tinubu for Lagos. Remember that Sunday where they locked down the states for campaign. You say, how can somebody who have a high stake for a particular presidential candidate be involved in sharing election materials is too sensitive? So these are some of the things that are going on, and you and I can see that MC Oluomo association has brought in more harm than good. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's see what is happening. MC Oluomo, with his bad association with a candidate, cannot distribute INEC material. Osutokun says this is why he has lost the contract. Akin Osotokun, the Director General of the Obi Dante campaign, has kicked against MC Oluomo's involvement in the distribution of election materials, saying this is conflict of interest. He is Tinubu's political son. According to Akin Osotokun, the court has done well in ensuring that they bar MC Oluomo from participating or taking on the contract to distribute the election materials, which are quite sensitive. How will you call such a result? He appeared on an interview on Channels Television today and buttressing the fact that MC Oluomo, with his history and association with a particular presidential candidate, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, there is no need for hiding talks at this point in time. We all know what it is. He also carried out campaign for him in Lagos State, is not the best person for the sake of equality, fairness, and truth to distribute election materials, especially in the southwest region of the country. The controversies is glaring and all can see. Even a blind man can say that these things are not well done. This kind of thing baffles me. How can someone like MC Oluomo, with negative association already with a frontline presidential candidate, be the one to distribute the materials? I see nothing in heaven and earth to engage such a person, especially in the distribution of ballot boxes. It defies logic to think that the Independent National Electoral Commission was ever thinking of someone like MC Oluomo. How can they even think about it? So the court did very well in ensuring that such do not happen. Where is this coming from? And yet I hear that some people are kicking and want to fight INEC and the courts, going against the court proceedings that MC Oluomo must distribute the materials. Let's be honest. Does it make sense? You put 2 and 2 together. Can he do it? It's not a question if he can do it. Is he the right person to do such? This is what we must understand. Is he the right person to do such? And Osutokun, you have spoken well. To be quite candid, there's nothing wrong with MC Oluomo's company, but in this very particular space now where we are at the moment, for the fact that he's involved with Tinubu, for the fact that he's a Tinubu political godson, for the fact that, there is history, he should not be the one distributing these materials. No, not now. He shouldn't be the one. He shouldn't be the one. He shouldn't. He shouldn't, because this is serious conflict of interest. He shouldn't be the one. However, some people do not mind him, distributing this material. Knows it's wrong, and some people are talking about even fighting the court to say that MC Oluomo is a normal, regular Nigerian citizen, and that saying that he should not distribute the materials is just going against everything and anything that has to do with equality, fairness, and truth. But if there is that, really, if we're really talking about that, anyone that has to do with any presidential candidate should have nothing to do with the ballot boxes. Oh, guys, can't you feel me? Don't you see what I'm talking about? Why should MC Oluomo in any way be associated with? Of course, I know that Lagos State government has made him in charge of motor parks and garages, and that the INEC excuse was that they don't want to use anybody who is illegal. That NURTW is no longer a valid, partner with Lagos State in terms of transportation, and MC Oluomo seemed to be the recognized body to distribute such, so they want to use him. Very well. Labour Party, they instigated a lawsuit which said, yeah, we see your points. MC Oluomo should not carry these sensitive materials. However, some people are fighting it in court, saying MC Oluomo is a regular Nigerian citizen, and that nobody, should oppress him because he knows any of the candidates. That everybody knows somebody, and that that does not say that he's a bad person and that he cannot carry the materials. So this is what Usukoku cannot understand, and is asking Nigerians to share in their light in this matter, saying how can MC Oluomo be given such an opportunity, to go ahead and to distribute these materials. We just have to be honest. We have to be sincere in ensuring that the materials are distributed correct, fairly, and right, so that at the end of the day, people do not come up to say, I feel that, the elections, there was fraudulent activities. If you don't want that to be said, then we need to do things properly. It was Labour Party that took MC Oluomo and Tinubu, in terms of distribution of the election materials to court. So how do we ensure that things are done decently and in order, and that nothing is keeping us down? Every single one of us must understand truly, really, that if we're going to get justice and the election is going to be, we're talking about ballot boxes here. You're talking about very sensitive materials. Is MC Oluomo the best person? So this is the question right now on ground. Anyway, my lovely, wonderful people, the matter is becoming rather very serious, and every single person is watching to see how things could possibly turn, and we are watching things very closely. We're monitoring things very closely. If anything is going to get better, if we're going to, if we're going to ensure that truth is being dispensed, then we need to get on with the truth. Anyway, Nigerians, the truth is right with us, and we need to ensure that we do things decently and in order, for things to go on properly. Anyway, my lovely people, it is what it is. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now.